Now, one of the very interesting things that you will observe with managers is that whenever managers give critical feedback to their team members, different team members respond in different manners. Some team members would immediately start working on the feedback and fix their behaviors. Some team members would go numb and they would not know how to respond to that criticism. Some individuals would become very aggressive and they would start questioning the critical feedback that managers give. And some individuals may start pleasing their managers thereon. Now, why this happens is because animals have a typical response of addressing crisis situations. Usually it's fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. And all of these four phenomena are used differently at different times. But most individuals have one specific tendency that they use more often than not. So you may have a team member who would usually get very aggressive when a manager gives feedback. You may even have another team member who would just go numb and they would not know what to say. So as a manager, it's your responsibility to identify the tendencies of your team members so that when you give them critical feedback, you are able to use that knowledge in order for them to absorb the message more effectively. So here's an activity for you. Create a list of all your team members and write down the past behavioral patterns that you've observed whenever you've given critical feedback to them, and try to understand and analyze which patterns worked for which team members and which patterns did not, and then use that information to plan your next critical feedback. Tell me in the comments down below, what are some responses that you have seen employees giving when you share critical feedback with them?